Very good morning to all of you. First of all, I must thank ET for this very good initiative of Conclave exclusively on water actually. As we know, we all know that water is life. And that's why this government has given water topmost priority. As you are aware, after Prime Minister assumed charge for the second time, a new ministry was created called Ministry of Jal Shakti. The whole idea was that water should be not dealt in a fragmented manner, but water should be dealt in a holistic, integrated manner. And that's why Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation and Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation, they were merged into one ministry. And some other subjects which were being dealt in different ministries were also brought under Jal Shakti. We are also almost have finalized what is called a new water policy. And primarily that's also required because now we are giving more emphasis on demand side management and the climate change, which is impacting the rainfall, that has to be duly taken care of. So our National Water Policy, which was a committee was chaired by Mr. Mihir Shah, that committee has submitted its report and government is coming out with a new water policy also. We are also almost have finalized what is called a new national policy for recycling and reuse of water, treated water. As you know, Honorable Prime Minister gave a call to make water Jal Andolan or Jan Andolan actually. And after the Prime Minister gave the clarion call, there was a buzz around the water. And if you recall, last year we started, we took up what is called Jal Shakti Abhiyan. And the Jal Shakti Abhiyan, which was taken in 256 water districts of the country, created a lot of, I would say, awareness and activities around water. This year, of course, we could not do it in that form because of the pandemics, but also we had a Catch the Rain campaign going on right now, and we are all prepared to take up as soon as the situation becomes a little better. We are all set to take up a Jal Shakti Abhiyan 2 actually. The idea is to make water everybody's business. As you are aware, we had taken up a number of flagship programs and those flagship programs have done well. Under Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sijai Yojana, under different components, there have been very good progress, whether it is completion of major ongoing major and medium irrigation projects are concerned, or watershed management is concerned, or per drop, more crop, micro irrigation is concerned. The scheme has done pretty well. And the other mission, Namami Gange mission, has also done very well. And the initiatives of Namami Gange has resulted today into a much better water quality as far as the river Ganga and its tributaries are concerned. As you are maybe also aware that Namami Gange not only focuses on infrastructure or sewage generation, but it is holistic integrated mission actually. And we are taking care of not only Nirmalta, but Aviralta as well. In the past, what has happened that a lot of sewage infrastructure were constructed, but they were not functioning very well. So now our focus has shifted from basically construction to performance. It is not just the capacity creation, but the capacity utilization is very important. And that's why we have brought some of the new concepts like hybrid annuity mode and one city, one operator. And the main object of bringing these kind of reforms or the paradigm shift is to ensure a long-term sustained performance of the sewage infrastructure which we have created. Recently also, in last 1 year, there have been some new initiatives. I would like to talk a little more about that. One of the most important initiatives taken up in recent times is Genji One Mission. As you are aware, Genji One Mission is aimed at providing every rural household with a functional tap connection by 2024. When Honorable Prime Minister announced this Genji One Mission from the ramparts of Red Fort, that was on 15th August 2019. And then detailed guidelines were issued on 25th December 2019. That point of time, about 3.23 crores out of approximately 19 crore households which live in rural areas had a tap connection actually, which worked out to be just 17% of the total households. So from 3.23 crore, approximately 16 crore more people are to be provided with a functional tap connection. And in the meantime, we have made very good progress, and already we have crossed more than 6 crores. Starting from 3.23 crores, we have crossed more than 6 crores, and every day more than 1 lakh house connections are being given. But here I would like to say a little more about this Genji One Mission, because this is a paradigm shift, not only in terms of that earlier we thought of providing drinking water from either some kind of a safe source, could it be a tube, hand pump, or a tube well, or a community stand post, or even a sanitary well. So one is that this time focus is on at the household level providing a functional tap connection. But it's not just the infrastructure actually. The emphasis is on functionality, emphasis is on the regular supply of water, emphasis is on a particular quantity which we have decided 55 liters per person per day. And the quality. Quality is a very important aspect of this Genji One Mission. And to ensure that quality testing is also being emphasized. One new initiative here for quality testing has been that even an individual can get his sample tested from the laboratories, either free or maybe payment of something, a very notional charge. So Genji One Mission is one initiative, and this is a community-led kind of implementation. The plans have been made by the village water and sanitation committee, and those village and water sanitation committee has minimum 5 ladies members. So we are very hopeful that by 2024 we would be able to provide every household with a tap connection and functional tap connection. And some of the states like Goa has already become the first state to provide 100% household with a functional tap connection. And quite a few states like Telangana, Bihar, Haryana, Gujarat, they are going to achieve this 100% functional household tap connections much prior to the designated timeline of 2024. In fact, some of the states would be completing during 2021, some more in 2022, and then some more in 23, and balance all by 2024. So that's one initiative. The other initiative, everybody is aware of the achievement under Swachh Bharat mission. When Honorable Prime Minister again had, you recall that in 2014, from the ramparts of Red Fort, Honorable Prime Minister has announced that the country in 5 years' time will become an open defecation free. And at that point of time, not many people were very sure that in 5 years' time, every household would be provided with a functional toilet. Because at that point of time, almost 50% of the total a number of people who were defecating in the open was in India. Every second person defecating in open was an Indian actually. And you are aware that over the next 5 years, more than 10 crore toilets were constructed, and India became a ODF nation. But it was not only a creation of infrastructure, not only access to toilets, but use of toilets was emphasized. And I'm happy to tell you that by and large, the utilization of toilets has been very, very satisfactory. But that was one part of it. Now, it's not that we have sat on those laurels actually. We this year started what is called a Swachh Bharat Mission Grameen 2, or which is a phase 2 of Swachh Bharat Mission. The one is that sustainability, that whatever gains we have achieved under Swachh Bharat Mission have to be continued. And as you know, there are more sub-gaps could come, or more houses are getting constructed. So even though we became ODF, the nation became ODF on 2nd October 2019, that ODF status has to be maintained actually. So whatever new household comes, they are also to be provided with toilet facility. We are also providing, we are constructing what is called a community sanitary complex in a pretty large number as and where it is needed. But the major emphasis of Swachh Bharat Mission Phase 2 is basically solid and liquid waste management. The ODF, it does not, by itself does not lead to the total sanitation of the village. So what we are working is a solid and liquid waste management. In some way, a management of solid and liquid waste is a little more difficult than a construction of toilet, because this is a continuous activity. Every day solid waste is getting generated and every day liquid waste is getting generated, and that has to be managed every day. So that's another very important initiative of the government. The one other scheme, though there are a large number of schemes, but one other scheme which I would like to mention is called Atal Bhujal Yojana. As you may be aware, not many people realize the importance of groundwater in our ensuring water security of the country. In fact, more than 65% of irrigation water comes from the groundwater. More than almost 85% of drinking water needs of the rural area is met from the groundwater. Similarly, about 50% requirement of industry and 50% requirement of urban water is met from groundwater. But as everyone is aware, the sustainability of groundwater has become a big issue. There are a lot of areas in the country where groundwater extraction far exceeds the recharge. So this scheme, which is called Atal Bhujal Yojana, is basically a scheme which is aimed at participatory groundwater management with emphasis on demand side management. I would like to explain very briefly what is this participatory groundwater management. This is in a way a paradigm shift in the way groundwater is managed. Some non-government organizations have been practicing this, but by the government at a very large scale, this is the first time that we are advocating participatory groundwater management. Under participatory groundwater management, it is the villagers who would kind of do all kinds of measurements relating to water, how much rainfall they are getting, how the water table is increasing or decreasing. And based on the measurements, they will prepare what is called a water budget, how much water they are receiving and what is how much water are they consuming. So if there is a deficit budget, then they will prepare what is called a water security plan. And on the water security plan, will have emphasis on demand side management. Of course, it will have components of supply side management as well. As you understand, supply side management basically means increasing the availability of water, whereas demand side management basically means that making more judicious use of water, because India is characterized by low water use efficiency, whether it's an irrigation or whether it's a industrial water consumption or whether it's a municipal water supply. We are not very efficient user of water. And in a way, I say that that's our strength, that if we become more efficient, then there would be more water would be available for use. So that's one. Then there are, of course, number of initiatives which has been taken by the state governments, by the district administration, by the non-government organizations. Today, I'm happy to tell you that almost every state has some initiative as far as the water is concerned. Just to mention a few, for example, Bihar has what is called a Jal Jeevan Haryali Mission, or Gujarat has Sujlam Suflam. Similarly, Maharashtra has Jal Yukt Shivar. So similar kind of initiatives also has been taken by many states, and a lot of districts also have taken a lot of initiatives, and there is a kind of a movement to revive all water bodies. Whether they are in urban areas and rural areas, the idea is that we had at one point a very large number of water bodies. They could be lakes, they could be ponds, they could be tanks, and large number of new farm ponds. The idea is that instead of creating only a very huge storage structure, we go for a very large number of smaller structures. So basically that is putting into practice our slogan of catch the rain where it falls when it falls. So water harvesting today has been made kind of has been converted into a movement, and a lot of work is being done. So I'm sure, but as Honorable Prime Minister keeps telling, water should be everybody's business actually. So I would take this platform to urge everyone that they must take steps to conserve water, and they must use water judiciously. So I would like to stop here, and thank you very much for giving this opportunity to share some of my thoughts from this very important platform. Thank you very much.